I'm one of the strongest men to ever walk the earth.
I love Caesar salad.
Hey,
buddy. How are you?
I'm good, bud. I literally just got off the toilet reading this big old long crazy article about Ozempic. Like I literally just read it. Have you heard all this crazy stuff?
I have not heard all this crazy stuff, but I'm not surprised. It's probably a medication that started for your toes, and then they suddenly started using it for weight loss, and then people are suing.
They're growing toes over their spots.
I'm not surprised. That's how everything starts off. It was a liver drug, and then it turned out to grow hair. So they started to use it for, like I'm not saying that's what it was, but you always read about drugs like that, so I wouldn't be surprised at all. How are you?
One of these days, I have to tell you about my trip to Turkey when I got the hair transplant.
No way. Did you really get a hair transplant?
Bro, I was in a spot where I hadn't worked in a long time, and I got offered a gig, and so I flew out and did it. And if we're gonna talk about it, I got to restructure it for.
Okay. We'll discuss it because okay, because I would never have known.
I know you can't, but also I wasn't really balding anywhere except for like a little bit here, and it was specifically because of a certain testosterone. There's something it's called Masteron, I believe, Masteron, and it just literally I took it and all of a sudden, big old bald spot like a week later, and my whole family, everyone has hair, so I never had anything. I didn't care. Like I got a decent head, so I'll shave it and stuff. I don't really care. I'm like, on my best day, I'm a 6.
That's funny.
My girl likes me. I'm happy. So
that's all. That you did, as long as you like you and your girl likes you, that's all that counts. All those other people can shut up. Hey, by the way, the show is called The Husky Boys. My name's Ian. That's Robert. Today we have Mayhem Miller coming in. Jason Mayhem Miller from. He fought in the UFC. He is now the co-host or news guy on Adam Carolla's show, and today he'll be here to talk about being about his Husky Boy days.
A legend. He's a legend.
He's a legend. He used to beat up bullies. Yeah, I love it. We'll see where he's gone and gotten some work done. So tell us about Ozempic. I am not on Ozempic. I am on a thing called Zepbound, which is the new version, and it's a different. Sorry, I have a police helicopter over the top of my place.
I can't hear it.
Okay, if you can't hear it,
I'll do sound effects while you talk, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got to chat. We were downtown, looking down. One guy, glasses, talking to a computer. We're gonna have to take him down. Okay,
that's great. I think we could be in Police Academy 9.
That's awesome.
I saved it. We'll go back.
But I want to know. Tell me what they say, because I do know people on it, so I'd like to know.
We'll go back and talk about my trip to Turkey another time, because I got to get into this for you.
Okay.
But there's a lawsuit going on, and they're saying it was a $2 billion lawsuit.
Right.
Now.
So that means they made $10 billion. They'll just pay out $2 billion, and they'll still have $8 billion to themselves. They don't care.
Pretty much. I got it right here. So it was, I guess it was causing all kinds of like paralysis and different stuff. I'll read the actual. So the Ozempic for widely used weight loss, 2,000 lawsuits. Novo Nordisk plaintiffs argue that the company failed to warn about serious side effects, and
I can believe that.
I can
believe that. I can believe that, and I can also believe that there's some problems, but I can also believe that it was pre-existing for a lot of people, and I can believe that there are other things just spun off, but I also believe it probably helps more people than it.
And people probably can find the right one to take will be better for them, less side effects. Same as any drug. So like,
you know what I read about? Sorry to interrupt, but you know what I read about? People, you're supposed to start off at a very minimal dose, and people start off at the maximum dose, and then they can't figure out why they're having problems. So
if you listen to Tiger Belly, Bobby Lee, that was exactly what he did. A bunch of people do that.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee took way too much. His story is crazy. But I
Yeah,
guess
he wants to be the size of a tiny little Asian woman. That's what he wants to be. I love Bobby, but I think he's at a medium weight. He's his most funny and most good looking.
Yeah,
So
and he does look good now too. And like,
yeah,
he seems more confident, which is good.
yeah, that's
Bobby really, I've never met him, but I watch him a lot, and you can really see his fluctuation on his good and bad days where like he carries it. He's a very open person. So like he lives out
absolutely.
loud.
And he's also 2'4". He eats he eats a sandwich and he gains weight. So
I guess what they say is paralysis, nausea, chronic vomiting, hydration, and
right.
I guess
Those are all things they warn you about, by the way.
That's weird. Gallbladder disease.
They warn you about that too.
Pancreatitis and kidney.
They warn you about that too. They warn you about all those things.
Yeah,
my big thing is I gotta keep my water intake up. We're gonna spin in the ditch right now. So I'm on Zepbound, and they warn you about things, but they tell you got to eat protein and you got to drink. You make sure your water intake's up. Well, I did a little bit of carbo when I was up at my mom's thing, and oh boy, everything stopped inside me. And then for a couple of days, and then one day, a monster dinosaur came out of my butt.
Oh my gosh! At your folks' house?
At my folks' house, I was like, oh. It reminded me of that South Park where they went. So yeah, it was you gotta be smart, and you gotta, it's a crutch, right? You're damaged, and it helps you get to where you it helps you get to where you need to get. So
yeah, it's like you said, it's a crutch. It's putting on the boosters and setting you back into a spot. And that's what a lot of stuff is, like testosterone, TRT, and other things like that. It is very much something that if you're gonna play those games, you got to be aware of the rules around it and stuff.
Exactly. So
and if you're drugging your water, taking care of yourself, then at least you're on your business, bro. It's funny that you talk about this. I wish you would have known and been around for like the crazy years of like where I was super fitness expo, man. Like I was very, I was at an expo like, twice a month, and very much of like that realm of like high energy expo energy shit. Like, but back then, that's what, if you go to anything fitness related, everyone's got their waters, and everybody's always talking about how much they pee, and is literally like 3/4 of all conversation is about like water and protein.
Yeah, it will. Yeah. It's my big thing is trying to retrain my brain, and what trauma did I cause that caused me to spin out. But it's it's weird with food. Food is designed to be delicious, and sometimes you just can't turn on the switch, right? And you just keep going. So I just got stuck in a little bit of a, I don't know what they call it, a dark place where I couldn't stop with the food. So I just needed help, and it's helping. So I think you can notice it a little bit.
No, definitely. You can definitely tell you got much more of a neck.
I got a neck.
You got a neck now. But so you're right too. Like personally, my thing is like that too. Like I'm always having like some kind of inner battle, and just like you said a long time ago when we talked about it, like it's a good day we have food, it's a bad day we have food, and it's like there's some kind of bad association, and then other things that you don't deal with when you look. It's like so much there, but doing something to take those steps forward and at least addressing it. I don't remember who said it, but when you quit smoking, quit tobacco, all that kind of stuff, when you're working on these goals, addressing it internally, being honest with yourself and being like, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do, I have these issues, I'm going to take these steps. It is going to happen. It's now a matter of time before you handle that. And now, like, so it's a big congrats. Like it's just assessing it and dealing with it. But did you see so there are a lot of foods now are coming out that are GHB1 anti-GHB1 or whatever. So like they oh man, I wish I would have saved this one. So foods are coming out, potato chips or sodas or whatever. They negate the effects of GHB and in some cases
I can believe that.
reverse it. So they're literally coming out with the anti like
I'll tell you which one I can't get enough of. Trolley pops. We've talked about trolley pops. I buy, like, they're popsicles, but they've got that candy trolley, so they're like wibbly wobbly. They're almost like a gelatin. They're a gelatin popsicle, but that's my go-to snack. So for being bad. So instead of, but I've noticed
pumpkin pie. I go through two.
Oh my God,
those pumpkin pie a week at least.
You'd get along with my dad. My dad loves the pumpkin pie.
Bro, Costco's hashtag this is an ad. Costco's pumpkin pie is $5.99 for a giant pumpkin pie, homemade, that's better than any $30 pumpkin pie you can buy at Kroger's or Albertsons or Ralph's if you're in LA, whatever. There's
what that was,
pumpkin
Robert?
Pie better, $5.99.
You know what that was? That wasn't only a commercial, it was also an anti-commercial against the other. I love it.
Take your GHB and get a pie.
You were able to take both.
It's
both
not called down. GHB. That's like the date.
Yeah,
thing.
That's a.
What's it called? GBH1? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Trizipicide.
Trizipatide.
Yeah. Let's get our guest Jason Mayhem Miller in here. Our guest today is a fighter, is a lover, has been on TV, and is now the new regular on the Adam Carolla Show. Please welcome Jason Mayhem Miller. Hey, Jason.
Bro, you say it like I got cast at the Comedy Store. I like that. It's
you ever go in there? You ever go in there? You ever go in the Comedy Store?
You talking about the Comedy Store?
Yeah, you ever go in there and try it?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm fucking awesome there.
Oh, I gotta see this.
I think I can get in there right now if I want to. I can punch my way to the door and nobody will stop me except a throng of tough Latina Mexicans. I mean, lesbians, Latina lesbians. Bro, and they have a whole squad of security. That's who does security over there. They're very nice people. They're very excellent. I'm a big fan of them. But they will throw you the fuck out of there and you'll get banned if they say so.
There is a little car. There's a little lowrider car that they will put you in the trunk of and drive you away from the store with. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, and you'll never be seen again. They're the reverse of ICE. They're nice. They just throw you into a car and just take you away.
I've been up in the belly room. I did 6 minutes in the belly room. So
I could see that. Yeah,
it was fun.
Was it fun? Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, I know. I could see that. That's awesome, bro.
It was mostly comics there. So, like in the belly room, there's like a little theater section off on the right, stage right.
What they're not telling about stand-up comedy is that there's a weird magic to being a big beast in the room, and like that alone is something to talk about. Like you know, everybody will laugh and have fun, you know, if you have enough presence in there. And that's the untold art of stand-up comedy that they're not even.
Let me write this down.
Yeah, beast up, Ian. I'm trying to help.
All right. I'll write that down and I'll continue that on my career. Yeah. Thank you very much. I love it. Hey, I want to know how this the bully show on MTV, Beatdown Bully, Bully Beatdown. How did that start? And was it something that you came up with, or did somebody come to you?
Well, the thing was, that shit would not even have been made if not this brilliant producer named Eric Van Wagenen to formulate it with comedy and stick me in there. You get what I mean? Because the original idea for the show was a weird, serious tone type, you know what I mean?
That's funny.
In Hollywood, an idea comes up, somebody comes, you know, and the idea is the easy part. Then somebody grabs the idea, and then someone else goes, oh, let me manipulate it a bit and kind of make it his own. And then the performers come in and make it really its own project. But this guy told me, because I was in Japan making a bunch of money, having the best time of my life. Like, I don't even care about America right now. Like that, I'm just gonna live here for a while, and I'll go back to Hawaii. That was my mindset. And
Right.
then he goes, no, you can be funny on the show. And I was like, oh man, I always want to be like comedian, so I always want to be funny, Joe Piscopo, So I'm like, suddenly I'm like, oh, let's go, bro. This is great. And idea wise, look, the day-to-day writing was me and Eric going like, hey, what would Mayhem say in this situation? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How do we go to the next commercial break, or whatever, the professional side of television production, interstitials they call it, right? You film
Right.
now. This guy really escalated my career in the entertainment field by leaps and bounds by writing Bully Beatdown as a funny show, because they had other martial arts show on MTV at that time, and it was very serious tone, and it was range, but bless their heart for making it. I love martial arts.
I'm gonna take Bully Beatdown, put all the music, take all the music that's in it out, and then put all the music from Little House on the Prairie behind it, so it looks serious.
Hey, that's dope, bro. I feel like that would give another dimension, to the show. Like maybe some more melancholic tones, right?
Yes. As you're giggling.
Make it, re-edit Bully Beatdown in the form of a docudrama about the bully's insecurity about his homosexuality.
Which is basically every bully. Which is basically every bully, right?
Spitballing, bro, off the top of my head right now. What'd you say?
Which is
was that ever what it was?
Right?
Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
No, I know he's trying to keep up with us, and we're trying to keep up.
I just missed. Everybody, bro. That's the downside of a Zoom.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of downside of the Zoom. The fact that we are now a different show in China is the other downside of it.
Hey, bro, they re-edit you for the nation's propaganda. Bless their
right.
red heart. Hey, wait, what is the show normally about? You guys are chatting about like getting buff, or what the fuck? You're something about what?
Yeah, that's it. I think the second part, what the fuck, is about our show. That's
our show.
Listen,
bro. And so far, what I'm seeing, right, is like the world's strongest man is in a pirate ship right now on the fucking hold. He's like, we got him caged down underneath deck, right? Me and you are up on this fucking rotating, the fucking shit. And look, and I don't know, and a beast. You know what I mean? I'm overweight. Oh yeah, wait, yeah, we're just making him pump iron down there because we're gonna unleash him on the Persians when we hit the shores.
That is exactly. You've actually told the show exactly. That is exactly what we're doing. We're in the Somali Ocean right now, and we are going to take them down.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Exactly.
The show is about being larger than the normal human, and you come in at okay, go ahead.
Say no more, okay?
Yeah.
Because I like what you're doing with the Husky boys. I get it, guys.
When we were kids, we had to shop in a section that was Husky.
We're taking that word back. That word that hurt so many boys. We're taking it back. Yeah, I'm a Husky boy. Yeah, I'm a Husky boy.
That's exactly what's going on.
Boy, I've been a Husky boy.
Exactly.
What do you come in at height and weight right now?
Buddy, don't damn Husky shame me. All right,
I'm not Husky shaming. This is pro. This is pro Husky.
Look, I'm gonna tell you guys. All right, if I'm well fed and watered, right, I'll admit to y'all that all right, 223, but I'm still lying downwards a little bit. I think I you know what I mean? No. But I tell my boys I'm 210. I tell the boys just so they don't feel bad when I smash them. Hey,
and what height are you?
Oh, 6'1", but I really slouch like a caveman. You know what I mean? I stand up straight like a goddamn champion. I'm, a nice 6'1", but playing video games, I'm like.
But it's a very Husky boy thing, is the slouch.
Man, I'm fuck that, bro. I ain't slouching no more. I'm gonna do some more cardio, but I'm taking a jog.
No.
You look good. You look in shape.
I am. Motherfuckers be pushing me, bud. They be pushing me to, man.
Holy shit! It's gonna be bully breakdown right now. He's gonna take us both down for taking him down.
I'm glad I'm on the bottom of the
What's your height?
ship. That's all I'm saying.
He's in the ship's cargo hold, fucking getting jacked. Hey, no, but listen, the reason I'm in shape, and I might be closer to 210. I don't know, bud. I know I float between.
I would say you're closer to 210.
I float between like 212. Like I'll just be like, oh wow, and then suddenly I'll be 222. And I'm like, what the? That's 10 pounds I'm floating in days,
Yeah,
so,
that's a husky boy trait.
It is, huh?
Welcome to the club.
I mean, we got a lot of room for you know what it is? We're Arctic monkeys, bro. We got a lot of room. We got extra fat cells to hang,
that's exactly
on the outside. So that way, you're safe from the fucking cold winter.
We float from 212 to 310.
There we go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I have
just in case.
Oh,
in a matter of 2 months.
405.
You want to know how husky Mayhem has gotten? That's what you're asking?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
288, I think. Yeah, so not close to 300. I know.
When was this? What year? What year?
Bro, that was in a dark time, bro. That was in a real dark time where they factory farmed me. They just sat me in the damn thing. All I had was some weight, some meat, some canned meat, and some squats and deadlift, or no deadlift, push-up, squat and push-up. Yeah. So I just became the biggest dude that I've ever been, and to me, I was holding way too much weight. Like it was the most painful thing to come from 288 to get down, because it was like, oh, my knees, my back, my entire, gravity was so heavy on me that, it was amazing. And then I'm trying to shadow box and trying to I was like, went to a pull-up bar and I was like, man, it's not coming. No pull-up? What the hell? What's wrong with you? And but I didn't get discouraged. I said, all right, what I'm going to do is do the negatives off the short bar, and I can't work my way up, do negatives, and then plus I was like happy about it, because it's like, oh, I'm weightlifting right now because I'm lifting my own damn weight. There's so much weight on me, and do assisted and this type of thing. But the reason that I'm sick right now is because I'm spread myself thin out between 5 different fighters, and it's like, the guys are lighter than me. All my stable, every guy is lighter, so that benefits me and my joints, so I don't have to hold the fucking pads for a damn heavyweight, and you're getting your shit rocked all the time. These guys still fucking they hit hard, so the pad work is something I do, but I also move with them. So it's a danger. I still can, you know what I mean? And it's a dangerous business. These guys, even a 45-pounder, 35-pounder, got like power. So you have to play safe and trust your partners. But I'm in shape because I want to keep doing that. I want to do that until I can't. It's super fun. I love fighting. I put the big gloves on. I don't hurt nobody. I just give everybody the business so they can see what it looks like when a guy has more technique and more knowledge and veteran status. Like I can change my game for them to accommodate who they're going to fight and how it looks when a guy does certain techniques rather than the other.
And you're training 5 guys. How did you get in that? Is that because you just love the sport so much that you want to be part of it, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. I love it so much, man. It gave me everything. Gave me my whole life. America. I love America. I love martial arts. Yeah.
Oh, that's something I've never heard as a saying before. I love America. I love martial arts. I love that. That's a good saying.
This is like the most husky out show ever so far. You got husky energy through the roof, bro. I love it.
Sorry. What did you say? Wait, what was the last?
I'm just saying you're a fucking monster, brother. You're a monster.
Proud to be in the company of my fellow monsters.
I like it.
Take that word back. For an entire middle school, they used that word to hurt and oppress us. And now we take the power back. That's right. No more H word. We're taking it back. Husky boys.
This is great. I love it. This is nothing but clips. I love it.
Bro, listen, it's a little thing I'm practicing. I got my own YouTube show, Mayhem Show. I see you guys are just starting out. Please fucking follow me back. You know what I mean? I want to be part of the Husky Boys rise to infamy.
Yes, sir.
What video games are you playing right now? I see the chair. I see the
Listen,
chair.
you want to get it started then. Look, Overwatch is my side piece, right? But
Uh-huh.
Call of Duty Warzone is like, oh, I can't quit going back. And everybody was saying, oh, Battlefield, Battlefield. I said, all right, boys, check it out. Let's see. Battlefield, let's try it out, right? And we did. It was fun. I did some Jason Bourne type shit on there. Not really. Mostly I hide in a corner in the fucking smoke and just smoke every motherfucker that comes running through here. And I get it. Battlefield has its place. Call of Duty is like tough guy Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not so childish, but yo, bro, when the movement god comes up on the server, you're like, fuck this game. This guy's cheating, report, block, ban, cheating. Yeah. You know what I mean? Check those boxes on that guy. It's bullshit. I don't know how. Oh, mouse and keyboard. Son of a bitch. So I don't know. Hopefully, when Mortal Kombat 17 comes out, I'm gonna be on it. You know what I mean? But until that day, I'm just gonna keep playing Warzone. And then
You play MMA games, any of that stuff?
I wish, not really, because I already been in there, already done that. I like more fantastical fighting games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Did you
know,
try the new Harry Potter game that was like a year ago?
if this is the gay test, I'm passing, bro, because I don't.
For real, Harry Potter's not gay. What's that you talking about?
Wait, what? I thought the whole thing was his coach was gay and they were having an affair. No. Sorry, man. I
didn't get the adult.
That's Harry. That's a different game.
I don't know.
I must have read. Hey, you know what? I must have read some fan fiction and it got mixed up.
It was
got you all twisted.
I got kids, so I play Fortnite. I played Call of Duty a little bit, but I'm just now able to survive a few minutes in a Fortnite now.
All right. Well, listen, don't come on my Call of Duty team.
No, all that shit. Honestly, when I look at it, every one of those games you listed seems like the same game.
It is. I know.
They're all the same game.
It's a variation on the theme there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're right. It's like, I don't know. My first games were Doom, and I read a whole book, right, like on how to program it, and I figured out like how to use these like editing tools, and I made my school before Columbine. I made my school, and I was like, you know what I mean? I'm glad that, like, you know what I mean? People would take that as something bad, but I made my house. I made my dad a demon monster. You know what I mean? He was like, "You're going to a computer school." I was like, fuck that, I'm fighting in UFC.
I didn't know you could even do that. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember playing Doom back in the day. That was classic.
Yeah. So yeah, you could change the textures. It was a very interesting time, like computer culture, you know what I mean? Because you could like deconstruct the game and make it your own.
Yeah. That's about
it. That's all. So your dad wants to send you to computer school, but you want to fight. Is there?
Well, okay, this motherfucker telling me to go to computer school. Meanwhile, he was like parachuting all in the world and fucking, you know what I'm saying, blowing up stuff, and he was doing fun shit that was awesome. You know what I mean? Like, well, did it, and then he got injured. He fucking had to fuck up on a jump, a plane. Some dude was standing in front of him on the fucking you jump out the back of the plane, and the guy stopped and froze up, and my dad fucking shoved him out of the plane, but his static line guy and yanked his arm out of socket. You know what I mean? It was fucked him up. They patched him back up after that, whatever. He was fine. It ripped his arm clean off. They put it back together, and then he went back out there doing that shit again. And he was like doing more stuff and fucking more crazy fucking troop pushes and field exercise and fucking all this. And then another time, fucking the wind injured like 12 fucking soldiers. Everybody got fucked off. You know, they got blown off of the landing zone and whatever, and got landed super hard in the trees and shit. And he fucking got his back fucked up from that, right? You know what I mean? And then came back and went and did another, and then I think went to war after that. So he's expecting me to go to computer school, right? Like the volume is turned down. My dad would be telling me these stories all the time. Yeah, fucking this day you come back injured. You know what I mean? Like be like on a hot bed rest for a while, then back up, and then back to fucking running 12 miles. And I'm like, oh, well, listen, what? I didn't even realize I had this talent, and then until I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Right.
and it's you're a very tough guy. My dad asked me like, how far can you run? And I like found out, until I fall down. So that's like a strange trait to have. And so I'm glad that I use that instead of my computer brain. I'll use that now. If I got any left, Husky boys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you said you could just run until you fell down? You just keep going and going?
Bro, I bet I'll wager that I probably still could do it. And I have a mentality. Yeah.
I'm
so
surprised
crazy.
you I'm
That's a
surprised
different
you
level.
didn't I'm surprised you haven't switched over to like those crazy races that go all night and
Yeah,
stuff like
David
that.
Goggins, right? I know. I thought about that, but I need some adjustment, bro. My fucking right knee is pretty roughed up. I need that shit like scoped out. You know what I mean? I know I do. I knew I did for a while, but like now I'm like, okay, I gotta fix that. Then maybe I can do some endurance tests because
Why don't we come up with a different
just throwing
sport
it
though?
out there. Those guys are pretty broken apart, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this guy thinks I just came out. You know what I mean? I just came off the bench from fucking figure skating, which I heard is pretty hard on your body too.
Hey, I don't know if you're gonna call me gay again, but I also was forced to figure skate as a kid. My sisters, they were tournament champions.
I was mad that I didn't figure skate. No joke, because I played hockey when I was 13. They put me in hockey. And I had, and I had to play against the big kids, because I was so heavy. I was Husky boy. So they're like, no, you got to play with the big kids, the Bantams. And I'm like, okay. And those motherfuckers, 16 years old, took figure skating lessons, so could fucking dance all over the ice and then slap shot right at my face because I was the goalie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you're the goalie. Interesting.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
You were the goalie. I played center. And for people who don't know hockey, center's the one who's like the point guard in basketball, who's running it all over the place.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I fucking run your ass around the ring.
I did figure skating too, so I was ready.
That's what your dad was thinking. He's like, run it. Hey, I asked my dad, because I got real big when I was like 10 years old. I said, hey, Dad, why'd I get so fat when I was 10? He was like, Nintendo.
That's funny. He just yelled it at you. The thing about figure skating, the damage happens off the ice, right? So no other sport you get clubbed by somebody else's mom, right? Afterwards. Yeah.
Never forget her holy. Why?
This guy Ian is trying to pretend, bro. He's trying to pretend that if he was banging on Tanya Harding, and she was like, this is my only chance. I'm not going to be nothing if Nancy gets it. You telling me you wouldn't go over and club her?
He'd call me up and we'd show up with bats.
He has the face of a man who clubs chicks with bats, bro.
We'd have a better getaway plan, though, for sure. A way better getaway plan. That was
By the way, it's goaltenders that club chicks with bats. You guys got those masks that protects your face. That's I played defense. Our face was out, buddy. We were found guilty.
Hey, I was
you and your thick legs.
I was a real goaltender, bro. I was like Gordie Howe, no fucking mask at all, bro. I'm fine. I see all these scars, bro. I just marked them off.
I love that. I love that you've made Gordie Howe a goaltender.
I know. Hey, bro, that's just showing my lack of the sports knowledge. I've been out for like fucking 50 years now.
I'm trying to remember that goalie.
Wayne Gretzky was the best quarterback ever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Patrick Waugh was the best center.
So now you're on Corolla's show. What are you up to on there? Because I know Corolla, and he loves to have a little bit of control, and you are out of control. So
not really out of control. Like, I mean, I'm like my own man.
You definitely like to blur the lines. You definitely color outside of the lines, right? Well, so and Adam loves his pictures drawn correctly. So I'm curious how do you guys how does it go?
I don't know, bro. I like reading room best I can. I can't make them happy all the time. So I'm not, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like I have a large amount of respect for the man, and I think he's one of the smartest people ever to live. So, especially somebody to fucking stick a camera in his face, he has like some type of magic power to be able to understand things in the craziest way, like and be able to kind of thereby foresee the future. And I think that deserves more respect.
Right. And how do you guys meet up and decide to do this?
Well, I got hired, bud. Like you're asking
Yeah,
me.
but
I didn't.
like, did you
I didn't go knock on the
audition?
door. Hey, Corolla, let me in. No.
I would say it would probably be the reverse. I would say he knocked on your door, is
Oh
what
yeah.
I'm trying to say.
I think that his team over there figured I'll be the great choice for that job. He want to change things up. I think that he made the right decision. He like completely overhauled his entire like operation, and like now his views are up and things are going really great for him. And you know, along with the news that's currently going on, this guy has like you know, he called it. You know, he called it. So he gets to enjoy the fruits of his labor. And, you know, I don't know. We're all trying to make it on YouTube in one way or another.
Nice. You enjoying it?
Oh, yeah, man. It's challenging to my brain. You know, doing a regular commute is the weirdest thing, bro. I've never done that in my life. Like a commute where you're just like, that's what you do. Nah, bro, I go to the gym and then come home from the gym, you know, and that was my life for a million years. And then, you know, having this weird regularity made me feel like a real American, you know, and you know, now I can appreciate the real America. Like
there's something special about LA traffic too. Like I know I hated it living there too. I lived there for a long time. I hated it, but like there was sometimes when you put the windows down and you're like, fuck, this is the pulse of the city. Like it's something crazy. You feel like almost like when you're at a concert and everyone's in unison. It's like you're all pissed off you're in traffic, but you are really a part of the pulse, man. It's crazy. I don't know. I always felt like that. I heard you used to ride a motorcycle?
Nah, hell no. I did for a little bit in Orange County, and then I just went. One time I was driving my big body car, like up a damn exit ramp, and was text messaging, and almost ran a dude off into oblivion. And after that, I said, I'm never riding a motorcycle. I'm never texting while I'm driving no more. Nope. Like, nope.
Not in LA.
Bro, I mean, I felt so bad about that because the dude, bro, pulled a Jason Bourne, kind of wibble wobble, like, and got it back like an expert rider. But if that was a novice like me, dead, bro. So I stopped that. I look out for motorcyclists now. Shit.
Do you get much road rage, or with your
Hilarious, bro? I have like a Zen fucking meditation. Like I remember, I'm in the car. The car is a magical cage of defense. You can't fuck me up in this car, really, unless you got a pistol. You know what I mean? And then people do have pistols, so I have that in my mind too. So anytime that we don't fucking crash, I go ha ha ha. Whoa, and I slow down. I just always remember that, hey, I don't even have to be anywhere. Like, fuck it. Like, you could be late. You don't have to, you don't have to risk life and limb. And if somebody cuts you off, so what? Cut somebody else off later. Like, fucking, you want a karma payback or something? Who cares? The guy cut you off, didn't die. You're fine. So it's a
yeah, we've all cut somebody off. We've all cut somebody off.
I do it like
there's not one person.
Hey, that's why I don't have any sadness about anybody doing it to me. I'm just casual. Listen, I'll let if I ain't got nowhere to be, I'll let that shit gap out. Like y'all fit in. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I love it. What's your go-to food if you're gonna eat something?
I thought you were gonna say takedown. I was like single leg into a double leg. But
Oh, that's also you do that for chicken too. You can do that for chicken. A single leg into a double leg.
I legged the fucking rotisserie the other night, dog, by myself. Hey, the family tried to get it. I fucking ate all their fingers too.
Mm.
Hey,
that is why we have you on this show.
For food like this is a third grade play. I love it.
What you're such a zen. You just talked about road rage being zen. I'm just like, I'm curious to see if this guy takes down food the same way he drives.
Kinda, bro. I'm like a yoga man. My girl is like an expert nutritionist, right? That's how I met her 20 years ago. Like she didn't Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards' diet. No joke, bro. And then it was featured in that documentary about they were arguing about the food thing. My girl did that, bro. Okay, so anyway, uh, I eat clean like a mug. Like I just eat I'm a vegetable guy. They got salads in a bag. Boy, salad in a bag, this and that. You know what I mean? Salmon. Ooh. Oh, what? Lamb tonight? Ah, hey, salad
No,
in a bag.
I
Hey,
love it.
hey, if I
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
No,
what?
this is awesome. I love you talking about things that you wouldn't
All right,
expect
bro.
Mayhem to be talking about.
Don't think I'm a carbo purist where I don't eat any rice because I will if I have like a workout coming up. Ooh, feels good to have some rice first. But oatmeal in the morning. Oh, get out of here. That's my carbos for today. You know what I mean? Boom. If I have some, and we have shakes. Man, I got some sponsor sent some Santa Cruz Medicals, I guess. Man, they hook me up. If I can get extra protein, I'm on it, dude. On it.
What are they called? I'm from Santa Cruz. They're Santa Cruz. It's out of the city of Santa Cruz.
Yeah, medicinals. I think. I could be saying it wrong. If it's Santa Barbara, you know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We'll shout out Watsonville just while we're at it then.
Santa Cruz Paleo. I was way off. Paleo, Santa Cruz Paleo. Anyway, they sent me this, no sugar in it. So, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at. Because I'm
Nice.
zero guy. Like, that's what I said. My girl figured out how to eat good with no sugar in the diet. And then that saves me from being extra husky, that saved me. And that way I can be as lean as possible. And like I said, I'm like running out of deficit most of the time, coffeeed up, working out, fired up, or I'm podcasting where bro, you don't think my blood is up right now. You're wrong. It's like, I like to have a extra cardio, last night I was on TikTok. All right, hear me out. And then somebody challenged me to a battle. Okay, this guy was just sitting there panhandling, I guess, right? He's just like, give me money, give me money. Bro, I shadow boxed for like 7 minutes. It's just going ballistic. I was like, I'm gonna win this battle. And then I did.
You need to be sponsored by a coffee company.
I don't get it. You got challenged to a battle on TikTok?
Oh, yeah. It's a weird thing, right? Where you have to I guess they give you money, right? So I didn't know this. You just go on the TikTok and say, hey, what's up? And then someone can request to join your live and then battle you with their audience to see who gives the money. It's the weirdest, most, I don't know, apocalyptic type. What is going on here, B? The Hunger Games are just starting.
That's crazy.
Talk about apocalypto, B.
So how much did you make?
$38, baby. I'm catching.
Buddy.
I'm towards my let's go to China fun, bro. We're going to the Great Wall. Yep, and we're gonna see something else in China too.
The Terracotta Warriors, if you go, they're pretty badass. But if you're going to see the Terracotta Warriors, you're going to have to drive like 4 hours into the middle of fucking woods and nowhere in the mountains.
Am I allowed to battle these Terracotta Warriors?
Well, they're clay, but you can pick a fight. There's homeless people around you could pick a fight with.
Okay, great. Okay, perfect. Maybe that's the souls of the Terracotta Warriors.
See?
Those homeless people. I didn't even know they had homeless in China. I thought they just ground them up into beef.
What do they call that? Soylent Green?
Beef. No, they do everything better. Their homeless people are just so much better.
Yeah. No, they're kind of scary depending on where you're at because they're actual like wild people. Well, I'm talking about the people around the Terracotta Warriors, but I'm sure there's plenty of different kinds of homeless people out throughout China, but the ones there were pretty wild.
Listen, all right, if we're gonna do this, let's do it correctly, okay? So different types of homeless people. You got the running screamer, right? That's like a maniac that's out of there. You got the defeated fat guy, who just gave up and is just laying at the bus stop, and you're yelling, "Bro, are you okay?" And he's keeping his eyes shut. And then you go into the gas station and say, "Yo, man, there's a guy dying out there." Like, nah, he does that every day. And so that gave up, right? And
my favorite is the Venice Beach Whistler. The Venice Beach Whistler. You know what a whistler is? The guy who's talking to God. Right there. Yep. Those guys are great.
We're talking Venice Beach. The last time I went there, I met a new version of a homeless person then. I had never once seen before. It was a they, them feral creature.
A T-3000.
Like a black girl, boy, with heavy makeup. Like I'm talking Gremlins 2, the new batch level of female gremlin sort of makeup going on. And walked over to me, and I was standing by the trash can, picked the 55-gallon drum up like nothing with one hand, retrieved the they-them's joint from it, and casually let the barrel back down. It was amazing. Just a lift is perfect up, drop that, get the joint and light it up. And they did this to like shock me because I was dressed like a soccer dad, you know what I mean? Tourist guy. But I didn't flinch and didn't move a bit and just watched this with wide-eyed wonderment.
That is
like I could recruit a training partner.
Leopard skin dress, my bad. Oh, and but to tell you the truth, I would not have known this person was unhoused, but they gave themselves away. They were wearing one sock.
Yeah, definitely gave it away. Definitely gave it away. One sock says homeless every time, or a very hungry dryer.
I used to spend a lot of time with the homeless people in Venice. I honestly,
he was one of them.
Well, not at the. I was homeless in San Francisco as a kid, but when I was living in Venice, it was a part in time where I was taking a lot of mushrooms, training for World's Strongest Man, and so I would go to the gym talking to God on 3.5, like working out in Gold's Gym Venice, and then you go outside afterwards, and that's where they hang out right outside of Gold's, and like I would spend 3-4 hours sitting there talking to whistlers, like after workouts, just because the mushrooms take over, and you're just like, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about, Yeah.
That motherfucker living in a different dimension.
That's when you get caught up and you actually believe their dimension. You're like, oh, I love it. Tell me more.
It's coming.
Tell me more. I need to follow you. And then you realize afterwards, oh, they got no place to follow him to. Look, I think you're fantastic. I think you're so interesting. I love that you know what you've done on TV. I love that you followed your fight plan. I love that you're still in the sport. That means that you love that sport so much. It makes me so happy. Anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
And I'm on YouTube, Mayhem Show. You can find me at Mayhem Miller, pretty much everything, except TikTok, Mayhem Miller MMA.
I love it. And you can challenge him there. You can make $38 at a time. They're headed to China.
I'm going to find you on Instagram and TikTok right now.
Hey, it was an unexpected $38. I love it. I was like, man, it's more than I made from YouTube today.
That's
God bless you guys, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for dropping by.
Brother.
Well, that was fun,
buddy. That was a tornado.
I love it when he got a little bit itchy with me.
He did. He was staring me down, ready to go. Hey, you know what I forgot to even talk about? You got to go to the motherland, man. You were over in Austin and in San Antonio. You did San Antonio as well, too, right?
I did. So September was the month of Texas. I did Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. And in October, I'm actually going to Houston. So it's a big Texas. I'm just going down there. I don't know why they decided to cram the fall with Texas, but I'm not sad about going to Houston in October.
No, that's not. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
It'll be warm. It also, you'll see, Houston and Dallas are different states. They are very different places. You know what I mean? Like very, very different. And when you look at like San Antonio and El Paso, it's like 4 different complete places. Texas is very, what do they call it? There's a lot of different cultures there.
It's just monstrous. It's just monstrous. It's a monstrous place. So it's like, and and I'm not going into oil land. I'm going when people think, oh, Dallas is suits. It's not. It's very few of the guys that are working in the in the oil fields, right? Yeah. Some of the suburbs, when you go into the suburbs, yeah, but when like downtown, and it just starts to sprawl, right? So. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Houston and Austin was fantastic. I did a bunch of podcasts while I'm there.
I just watched you on. I watch all that stuff. I've switched to more comedy stuff lately instead of listening to like more like everything else. I'm almost.
You're not going down the hole.
No more, like it's too much anymore. But yeah, I listened to Kill Tony, of course, in Your Mom's House and stuff like that. Both those were great. Like Your Mom's House was like you get to actually conversate. Kill Tony is like throw in a quick zinger when you get a shot, and you had a couple really good ones too. It was great. But
I had a good time on Kill Tony. The guests were really nice. They were good. Polls, as they call them, and it's basically it's the Gong Show, right? So it's just trying to keep up with it, and it's the Gong Show for fucking incels, is what.
Well, you guys had a great show, didn't somebody get a golden ticket?
The guy, and he was really funny. The kid was really funny and did really well, and was really nice afterwards. That was what's great about it. Came up and talked to me, and I just, hey man, good, congratulations, your life's going to change. You're no longer trying to do comedy. You're going to get some work out of this. So yeah, and then there's just people that they've never done stand up before, and they think that's where they should start, and it blows my mind. I'm just like, why would you ever do that? And then. Yeah, it was a good week. We had a lot of fun there. And then Tom and Christina are fantastic. I love going on and just chatting with them. And then I did the Danny Brown show, which was interesting. I followed his brain, and he just let me go. And I'm just like, and then I did First Date.
Yes, I saw a bunch of that,
which was interesting to me too. I was just like, okay, just a bunch of questions, and she made me laugh because she said, what do you think the nicest thing you've ever done for somebody? And I said, my wife was able to help me with my, follow my career, and I was able to help her with her career, and then I was called a sugar daddy from then on.
Nice.
So it was a great time. I just go out there and you do just like guys that come onto our podcast. You go because every little bit helps. You don't know what's gonna. They're all little steps, and then every so often there's a giant step. So that's why we do all these things.
Did you get a lot of downtime while you were there, or was it in and out? Like, did you get to hang out? Like there's so much cool stuff there. Like. If I'm in what we call the hill country, right there between Austin and San Antonio. Say it again. Schlitterbahn.
Yeah, Schlitterbahn.
So, Schlitterbahn, there's the Comal River. The best barbecue was invented in that area too. So the Germans came over from Germany and they moved to that area of New Braunfels, which is where I was living. It's right there between them. And that's where barbecue was invented. So like, literally some of the best barbecue in the world right there too. Like there's all kinds of other, like if you're a fan of music, Stevie Ray Vaughan's from there, and they've got a lot of really cool stuff with him and anything. Did you get any like fun shit other than like, of course you got to do the hang, of course, when you're after a show?
I did want to, we were out and about. I've been out that area before, and we went down to the river, but didn't, we could have floated it, but we didn't have a ton of time. I flew in Friday afternoon, did shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Kill Tony. Tuesday was basically my day off, and then did Wednesday, and then flew out. So and then flew back to LA, and then went right back to San Antonio the day afterwards. That's how my life worked. It was good. San Antonio was quite hot. It was very hot still there, so I didn't really do much. It's San Antonio is such an interesting place to me because where the comedy club is close to the airport, right? So I'm not downtown. Which always makes me laugh with comedy clubs when they're because when I think entertainment, I think downtown. I don't think out in the burbs. Um, and you don't by the time everything's done, you don't really see anything but the suburbs because you don't have that much downtime, right? So San Antonio, I didn't really see anything, but yeah, Austin, we were out and about and wandering around and stuff like that. And I think it's a great walking city too. Just to Austin, get around, yeah. So.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and what's funny is that like San Antonio and Austin are so close. It was whenever you were in San Antonio, it was just as hot in Austin that day, I'm sure, you know. But that is the most temperate area of Texas. It's the greenest part. When you look at a map, like a topography map, like the hill country right there is the only green spot in Texas.
Right.
So it's like, yes, it'll be hot, it'll be humid, but if you were in Houston on that day, you would have been like, what the fuck? Like, it's like being in Florida. It's rough. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in Houston before where you're just like, oh, we're way too close to the sun. Yeah. And nobody else knows but me. I don't understand. I don't know how people do air conditioning 365 days a year, you know, like
crazy.
And I know they don't do it. They probably do it 300 days a year, but they do it like I don't know. I was just like, your nose is running the whole time because as soon as you walk outside, you're hot, and then when you walk back, you're freezing. Yeah. You're like, your nipples don't know what to do.
But I was gonna say, Arizona like can be like that. Like I always tell people, I remember when I was a kid,
dry heat.
Yeah, dry heat, very different. But we sound so old with that, but it's a dry heat, you know.
It's a dry heat.
Anyways, but I remember as a kid, one year I went to Phoenix for Christmas, and it was 100 degrees on Christmas Day, literally. And like that's insane. But Houston's hot and humid and everything. But when you're in the hill country, Austin, San Antonio, you have to have barbecue. When you go to Houston, you've got to have Mexican food. It is like I'm from California. I am very spoiled. Like Mexican food growing up was always amazing. The rest of Texas has Tex-Mex, which is.
I was gonna say you bring up the Tex-Mex.
I'm not a Tex-Mex fan. I like very plain old school Mexican food. You know, I want a nubby fingered grandma making the tortillas in the back. You know, like that's what I want. Oh my God.
I want a grandma missing fingers.
They have that. It's the best.
I love it. I look forward to Houston. It's in a couple weeks. But yeah, Terry Black's barbecue in Austin. That girl that does that first date, her husband owns that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm guessing his name is Terry or something.
No, it's the son. That's the two sons.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I got but they own it. So.
Well, the place to go, Terry Black's is a very good barbecue, very good, very popular, but Cooper's Barbecue is the one. Like everyone talks about Whataburger and all these other burger places, but like there's only one of these burger places in Austin. It's called P. Terry's.
That's the one I was going to bring it up. I love it.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, so good.
So like you like Pete Terry's. I'm glad you found it. The best curly fries in the world too. So freaking.
I didn't know that.
Oh no, they're so good. And then but you got it next time you get a chance. Cooper's Barbecue. Anybody who's in the area, anybody going to be in Texas, they've got them all the way up to Dallas, San Antonio. Cooper's the best.
I love how this ended. This ended the most husky boy ever with us talking about food and both of us drooling at the same time.
It's a dry heat.
I love it. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I love it. We had a lot of emotions on this episode, and a lot of stay on your drugs, people.
Or get on them. Whatever fits you purposefully.
But before we go, what do you got going on this week, Robert?
This week I'm back in just train mode. I've got a bunch of people asking me to do stuff like arm wrestling stuff, but I'm kind of holding them off a bit, you know, just trying to chill out, figure out where exactly I want to be. What's funny is my left hand is ready to go. Like I could already, but it's the one that has the bicep surgery. So it's like stapled down. It is 100 times stronger than this one. I go and I work this one all day, and then I fight people and like have really hard work. And then I pull my left arm out. Everybody gets dominated. Like my left arm. Yeah, it's crazy. My left arm's a tank. So
does everybody have to be ambidextrous in that sport?
No, and the thing is nobody cares about the left arm either. Like all the money and all the views on YouTube and all that stuff, it's all right arm. Whatever. I have just switched from last episode calling the sport stupid to now it's my whole life. So I can't just start complaining about like left arm, right arm, whatever.
I love it.
So
I love that you still love it, and I love you that you're the ambidextrous guy in the sport. And
I am partially ambidextrous. Growing up, like they made us do things like in football. I played center, but I had to snap both hands. I had to throw both hands. Like I did all the stuff I did in hockey. I had to go both sticks. And like I remember just, you know, I the only thing I can't do is write cursive. I can write regular. What is it called?
Really?
Yeah, but just not cursive.
It's funny. We called one printing and the other one writing when I grew up.
That makes sense. Printing and writing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what's it mean? Yeah, but what if you were? It's coming out of the printer. I don't know. Now we've lost our Husky reliability.
Now we're the penmanship boys.
Yeah. Somebody bring me my stapler.
Awesome. Well, we have more guests coming up. We got a whole great lineup of guests coming up. And we if you made it to this part of the show, thanks so much. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. I don't think we have the other one, but follow us everywhere, and let us know who you want for guests, and tell us, send us your husky boy photo. Send us your most husky boy, and we'll post it on our Instagram. So good luck. Take care. Robert,
have
see you
a good
next week.
Later, guys.